Well, hello everyone, I'm back at Universal Studios Hollywood to check up on the park, Secret Life of Pets, Jurassic World, and of course the Super Nintendo World. So how about you and I dive right in. Here in the front of the park, they've updated the park map over by guest relations. You can see Secret Life of Pets is now on the map and Walking Dead has been removed. It used to be right over here. But now Secret Life of Pets takes up that spot. It's not too busy right now. Should get a little bit of a crowd later on because today is the last day for the Walking Dead attraction. Total sad face. It is a very sad day, especially for me because Walking Dead is a very close attraction to me. So we're definitely gonna be doing that. But as far as the normal crowd for everything else in the park, it's not too bad. You can see over here at Secret Life of Pets, we can walk this street finally. They don't have it blocked off anymore. All the painting, all the little details are finished. The ride should be soft previewing here pretty soon. And of course, it opens up on the 27th, so just a few weeks away. I love the storefronts they have, all the little details straight out of the movie. They really did take their time to make sure they replicated as much as they could, especially this little section right here, the preschool. So many little Easter eggs on the facade. It's cool to walk up, look through the windows, and catch those Easter eggs that are all along the front of this beautiful facade. They even have everything set up for the virtual line. So here's the kiosk right here. I'm assuming just like Rise of the Resistance over at Disneyland, you'll get your little pass to come back at a later time because they probably don't have a lot of space inside this building to hold quite a bit of people. Remember, the theater that used to sit here was quite small and it was only used for special events. So the fact that there's a whole full-blown attraction here, the space is definitely limited. Comment down below if you think this is a real fire hydrant or if this is here just for show. And everything at the front of the attraction's entrance is all set up and ready to go. Doors are closed though. Sign is installed, and of course they have the height requirement and of course the marquee here out front, that digital display that tells you all the information. And they have the warning sign up now, which is awesome. This is pretty much done, ready to go. And what's cool, right outside the entrance of Secret Life of Pets, they do have a test seat. And they urge those that think they're not going to be able to fit in the restraint because it might be a tight squeeze. It does look like a really small vehicle, so if you're not really sure, come out here to the front, give it a try and see if it works for you. Mulligan's Irish Pub is back open. If you want to grab a nice drink, especially when it's on a hot day, you can now do that. This was closed for a while there during its refurbishment, but it is back open and ready for business. And for those that are curious about the menu here in the pub, here's what they have ready to go for you. Ooh, the Irish Long Island looks pretty good. And remember, you don't get a discount on alcohol. The new Minions Cafe is shaping up pretty nicely. They have looks like they finished a lot of painting and detail work. And most of the work is happening on the inside as they prepare to open that relatively soon, I would assume. And then over here at the lookout, taking a look at the Super Nintendo World project, you can see that there is some more work happening on the left-hand side of the project that mostly just has all the structural steel, the section that really hasn't changed all that much, but finally starting to see a little bit more groundwork and foundation work, which is fantastic. Then over at the right-hand side of the project, more of just closing up the building, sealing it all up, insulating it, getting it ready, for that next big step. And obviously all the work will be happening on the interior space once they finish that. And on the top of the building, looks like they're finishing up that secondary layer there on the roof. And then something else that I've noticed is that it looks like they're building a retaining wall that goes around the perimeter of the land, similar to what we've seen in Japan. It looks like in Japan that the land is very secluded and away from everything else, so they can make it really immersive. And it looks like they're going to be doing the same thing here in Hollywood, which is fantastic because here in Hollywood, we have really bad sight lines, especially in the lower lot. So it's gonna be nice to be able to step into a land and not have to deal with those sight lines and be completely immersed in the world of Nintendo. So you can see behind me, that's where Walking Dead is. And like I said before, today is the very last day for Walking Dead. And it is very sad for me because some of you don't know this and some of you do. I used to work in The Walking Dead, and it's something that's a part of my life that really did change my life forever. Like if it wasn't for this job, I probably wouldn't be in this position right now. I wouldn't have the opportunities that I've had. So being able to get a job here, in this attraction, become a trainer, and do even more with the company. It really was a blessing in disguise, and it is sad to see this go. I'm full-time here on YouTube. I don't work at Universal Studios, but it's nice to walk through and get those memories again and see all my friends. And yeah, it's a tough one today. It's really sad to see it go. But with that said, it's great to look forward to the future, to see what the park's gonna do and evolve and change, and see if they're ever gonna do another walkthrough attraction. I'm on the fence with that. I don't really know if they'll do another walkthrough attraction, but it's nice to know that I was a part of something that was pretty significant here at the park, and part of something that I'll remember forever. So shout out to all my friends that are still in this building today. And I that's like my biggest takeaway, all the relationships that I've gained here, and it's awesome. It really was a great experience. All right, let's head to the lower lot to check up on Jurassic World and Nintendo. Here's another perspective of the Nintendo project downstairs. And again, another shot of that retaining wall that's being built right by the Jurassic World restrooms behind Panda Express. Again, it looks like they're gonna go ahead and close that entire area to make it more immersive, which is a great thing, because out of all the properties to make immersive, definitely Nintendo is up on the top of the list. And over here at Jurassic World, the same story. It's all dried up, at least for little bits over here and there. Looks like they're still working on some painting, and they got some work over here towards the load and unload. We have some LED lights on over there. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. These ones over here are wrapped up, so that means they might be doing some more painting on this side. Jurassic World sign is back up on the building, which is nice. And again, I'm assuming all the work, all the main heavy work is happening on the inside of this building and throughout the rest of the attraction. I'm super excited to see what they do. I hope they spruce up some of the areas that were a little bit dull when it opened up last year. So keep my fingers crossed, and maybe they were working on some stuff while this was open, and they'll be able to install those new things and have it be something that's new and fresh, even though it already is new. So I'm excited. Keep my fingers crossed. And then here's what the station looks like. I'm not going to go any further. They do have a barricade here, and I do want to be respectful, so I don't want to go beyond that, but you can get a pretty good view of what it looks like right here. I can't really see anything different. They do have some scaffolding kind of bars up over there after the first lift, so they might be doing some painting over there, sprucing that all up. But other than that, I really can't see anything different. And for those that are wondering, Dino Play is still available for your little ones down here in the lower lot. Jurassic World is closed, like I said. Not really sure when it's going to reopen, but the Dino Play is available. All right, we made it over to Nintendo next to Transformers. You can see they're doing some welding over here, which is awesome. I love seeing construction. This big building is just ever so slowly but surely making its way to its next step. They're covering it all up. Look really closely right here, you can see a little makeup smudge. Someone must have rubbed their face on it. But other than that, everything looks pretty much the same like it did last week. Just the only differences I'm really noticing is just these big panels being installed on the sides of the big main show building. And they're doing something with the crane over here. It looks like they might be lifting something into place or getting ready to hook something up. How cool. I cannot wait to see this progress, get faster and faster as we get closer to the end of the year, and just see all the new details that are going to be popping up. It's going to be awesome. Another thing I wanted to point out with that retaining wall that's being built is they're building it right behind the current structures that, where Panda Express and the gift shop sit. So I'm wondering if they're just going to go ahead and keep those locations. I know for a while there we were wondering if they were going to demolish those and expand into that area. But that wall is being built directly behind it. So I don't know if they're going to get rid of them or just let them stand and have it just be another food option down here in the lower lot, which would be a good idea. There needs to be more locations down here. There needs to be more diversity as far as options. So I'm okay with Panda staying, maybe them changing it in the future. But yeah, it looks like that building might just stay. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about my voice. I'm like losing it. I just did my final walkthrough of Walking Dead with the cast because, as you know, I was part of that attraction, and it was definitely bittersweet to walk through with all my friends. And again, so many memories in that building, and it's got me to this point. And of course, you guys, all the support you guys have given me, it means the world to me. So thank you so much. Thank you for all my friends in Walking Dead for the support here on the channel, and just all the amazing relationships and friendships that have come to fruition from that building. So shout out to you guys. You guys killed it. great closing cast. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel and you love Universal Studios content or theme park content, go ahead and hit the subscribe and notification bell so you stay up to date on every time I post new videos. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee page if you want to directly support Theme Park Obsession. I'll leave the link down below for that. All that money goes directly right back into the channel to help for future videos, and I appreciate it so much. But other than that, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.